So today we will start with our lesson solving quadratic equations. Don't forget what's the difference between the function and the equation. I will repeat. The expression, you multiply and factorize it only. The equation, you solve it and you graph the function. The equation, it's like a balance. You need two hands. The first hand, you put a constant, and the second hand, you put an expression. With combining them each other, you will find, it will make now an equation. The equation, it could be linear equation, it could be quadratic equation, it could be trinomial equation, as we know before. Today now we will learn how can we solve the quadratic equations. To solve them, you can do it by two ways, graphing or using the square root. Now, but before that, what is the quadratic equation? The quadratic equation, it's be written as ax squared plus bx plus c equal 0. This form, we called it the standard form of the quadratic equation. Now, as I told you before, the quadratic equations can be solved by a variety of methods, by graphing or by finding the square root. Let's start today, how can we solve the equation by graphing? One way to solve the quadratic equation is to graph it as we learned before, as this picture here as you see. Let's graph now x squared minus 4. Let's see now, how can we graph x squared minus 4? Here now, before graphing, as we know, we must put the xy coordinates like this here. Now then, the function is x squared minus 4. Now, here, I want now to solve x squared minus 4. So this function, which is x squared minus 4, let's first graph it. To graph it, as we know before, the first step, we know that since a is positive, so it's open your hands upward. Then, after that, let's find the axis of symmetry. We said that x is negative b over 2a. From here, a is 1, b is 0, and c is negative 4. Is it right?
Yes, but teacher, here is no axis of symmetry. I mean, the axis is
yeah,
no.
I want it, yeah, it will be the y, but I want to show you here how it is 0. Negative b, it is negative 0 over 2, so 0. So when x is 0, this will be now our axis of symmetry. Where is x equal 0?
In the middle, in the
Origin.
Yeah, exactly. Here will be now the axis of symmetry. The black one at x equals 0. After now, since I have now 0, I need to find now, I need to find the vertices. So to find the vertices, I evaluate with this 0 in the function. Let's say x squared minus 4. What does it mean? It will be what? Evaluate with 0.
0.
0 also.
0.
0 also.
4.
So it will be 0, 0.
No. F of x.
4.
0 squared minus 4.
Negative 4.
Negative 4.
Negative 4.
So at point 0, negative 4, here This will be our vertex. I need to find now the y-intercept. To find the y-intercept, what did we say? It is 0C, is it right?
X is 0.
Yes.
Yeah, it is 0C. The y-intercept is 0C, which is mean 0, -4, which is also the vertex. Right. Give me another point from your mind. 1, yeah.
And
F of 1 is 1 squared minus 4, which is?
-5.
negative.
-3.
No, -3.
So 1, -3. So I know it's open upwards, so it comes like this now.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, miss.
Okay. Let's make something here. -3. It's not here. Here is -4, so it has to be down. Here is -4, we said. So here is -3, so it will be here now. So if you connect them now, let's make like this, okay? This is, we graph it.
Okay.
This is what we learned in our previous lesson. Now, today now they told me after you graph it, you need to know to solve it. To solve what? To solve only x squared minus 4. So after now we finish graphing, we need now to solve this. But as we know, if you want to solve it, you have to remove f of x. It's like it has to be x squared minus 4 equals 0.
Chad?
Yes.
I have a question now. In this graph, how many points we have? 2 or 3?
We have 2 only. We can't add them 3 also, yes.
Okay.
So here now, I want them now to be as an equation. So you have to clear f of x and you add 0. It comes like x squared minus 4. They told me now by graphing, if you want to find or if you want to solve it, you have to look at the x-intercept. What's the meaning of x-intercept?
The
x-intercept.
y equals 0.
When, yeah, or you mean like, look at the points where the U curve cut the x-intercept. Where it's cut it? It cut it here and here. Is it right? The
Yes.
x-intercept. That's mean where is my curve touch or intercept the x-axis? From its name, x-intercept, that's mean where it's touched the x-axis. As you see now here, this U curve, it touches in this point and this the other orange point. Now from the graphing here, you will find this is point 2, and here also
0.
it will be, no, it will be -2, but I didn't continue plotting the numbers. So what does it mean? That's mean at point 2 and these points 2 and -2 is the solution of the equation. What does it mean? Like if you have now these numbers 2 and -2, let's evaluate them now in this function here. Let's choose point 2 as an example. Is it correct? if we evaluate 2 squared minus 4, did we get the 0? If we evaluate negative 2 squared minus 4, did we get 0?
Yes.
2 squared is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So yes, the second one. Negative 2 squared, 4.
It will become 2.
Minus 4,
0.
0.
So the two numbers that solve the equation, that make both hands in the balance are equal, are points 2 and negative 2. From where I bring these points? From the points that intercept the x-axis, which is 2 and negative 2. Now, come back to our lesson here. So, as you see here, this one for x squared minus 4. And now, I think you see the slides.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
As you see here now, this is the U curve. This is how we graph x squared minus 4, as we did now. So the quadratic function, it not only have 2 solutions, it could have 1. If it is 1, what does it mean? 1, that means it's only touch the curve 1 time only. It could be no solution because it doesn't touch the x-axis. It has only also 2 solutions. That means it touched the curve 2 times. So let's have, like this one here. Look at this curve here. Look at this curve here and this curve here. The first one, how many times does it touch the x-axis?
0 time. No solution.
Yeah, so you will say that there's no solution. Why there's no solution? Because it doesn't touch the x-axis. Look at the second one. How many times that's touched the x-axis?
1 time.
1 time. So you will say that we have only 1 solution. And the third one, how many times it touched the x-axis?
2 times.
2 times. So we have 2 solutions. Is it clear now?
Yes, teacher, there are graphs that have both Y-intercepts and X-intercepts.
No. You mean the U curve or another shapes? Another curve?
U curve.
No. It cannot. It was cut be the X or the Y.
But teacher, why here in the last one 2 solution and it touched the X, it intercept at the X and the Y both?
Yeah, but okay, but the solution only for the x-axis.
Oh yes, this what okay.
Now, so the quadratic equation, it had 1 or 2 or no solutions. In a future course, you will learn about the solutions of the quadratic equations that's not real numbers. You mean that in this Algebra 1, in this course, you only talk about real numbers. What's the meaning of real numbers? Like 1 or negative 1. Later on in grade 9, inshallah, you will talk about the I, which is a not real number. Now, the solutions of the quadratic equation and the x-intercept, the solution of the quadratic or the x-intercept, we call them the zeros of the function or the roots of the equation. So these numbers, 2 or negative 2, we call them the zeros of the function, So if I'm asking you, find the zeros of the function, you tell me 2 and -2. If I told you what is the roots of the equation, you tell me 2 and -2. So the names for them are zeros of the function and the roots of the equation. Let's see now here, this example here now. What are the solutions of each equation? Look at the first one. The first one here, x squared minus 1. X squared minus 1, after they graph it, they found that it touched the two curves at these 2 points. These 2 points are 1 and -1. Is it right?
Yes,
one
teacher.
and -1,
1
yes.
and -1.
Yes. So that's mean we have 2 zeros. 2 zeros or 2 roots for this equation, which are 1 and -1. So we have 2 solutions. Now look at the second one, like y equal x squared. How many times does it touch the x-axis?
1.
1 time.
The second time,
1 time.
So you will say
at
that
0 at the
there's
origin.
only 1 solution. The last one here, like x squared plus 1, that doesn't touch the y-intercept. So there's no solution.
Solution. Teacher,
Yes.
I have a question for any real numbers that don't have like 0.555 or
No. See. Now, if I'm asking you now to find the square root of 9, what do you will tell me?
3.
It's a 3.
3.
Now, what about the square root of -9?
-3.
No.
-3.
No.
3 also.
No.
No.
3.
It doesn't. There's no number. Girl, see. If you see the square root of 9, you tell me it's +3 or -3. Because 3 times 3 is 9, and -3 times -3 is also 9.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Square, but give me 2 numbers that if you multiply them, you get -9.
-3 and 3.
No, I told you 2
no.
same numbers. There's no square root of negative numbers. The square root only for positive numbers. So what did they say? The mathematicians say, let's put the negative side, let's make them like, on this one you will talk about them inshallah the next semester, like make them like square root of -1 times 9. -1 times, make them like this, -1 times 9. Separate them. Then these numbers, it can be written like square root of -1 times the square root of 9. Okay, separate the square root. Then square root of 9, it's a 3. And they said that the square root of -1, they name it with I. Which I, it's mean imaginary number. So the square root of -9 is a 3i. This one, it's mean non-real. Okay? This one, inshallah, you will talk about them in grade 9.
Yes.
Yeah. Come back now to grade 8. What are the solutions of each equation? Use the graph of the related. Sorry.
Miss, why you don't give us now
Which one?
the I forget the thing that you'll get you
The imaginary number?
yeah.
Yes, I am not person. Person put them into grade 9, not me. I'm just looking for it.
We can't.
No, miss, you have to understand these things first, then you will go to the imaginary. Now,
Okay,
what are the solutions of each equation? m squared minus 36. Let's see here. So f of x here is m squared, or you can say y, or f of m is equal m squared minus 36. Now let's graph it here. You will say that m squared minus 36. You have to find what? You have to find the x, or the line of the axis of symmetry. X equal negative b over 2a. Where is b? Where is b? It's 0.
B, teacher, is
0.
0, yes.
0.
So that means the axis of symmetry here is at x equals 0. So this will be now.
Teacher, YB is 0. Isn't it 36?
No, this is C.
Okay.
Okay. So this is 0. Now, let's now evaluate with this 0 in my function to find the vertices. 0 squared minus 36 is negative 36. So at point negative 36, 0, this will be now my vertex.
teacher, this is the Y-intercept, yes?
Yes.
Which is 0, negative 36. Okay.
Yes. I need now another point. Let's choose point 1 as an example. 1 is 1 squared minus 36, which is negative 35. So at point 1, it is here. Let's choose now point 6 as an example. Yeah. 6 squared minus 36 is what?
Equals 0.
0. So at point 6,
0.
is 0. Let's connect now between them. Make a mirror like this. So where's the curve? Where's the U curve touch the X-intercept? It does it touch it at 2 times, at point 6 and here at point negative 6. Hello.
Yes, teacher, I'm thinking.
يلا let's repeat them.
Teacher, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Teacher, can you repeat the question?
Wait, I want to repeat the graph here.
Teacher, when you are saying y equals 6 or y equal 1, you mean m equal 1 or m equal 6?
Yeah,
yes?
yeah. I judge. Yeah.
Okay.
So with the first point, it was at 0, negative 36. This is the first one. Now let's choose another point, like point 6 as an example. 6 squared, so y equal 6 squared minus 36 is what? 0. So at point 6, it is 0. Let's choose point negative 6. You will say at negative 6 squared minus 36, it is 0.